return to you. We start, of course, in KwaZulu-Natal, a province which has had more than its fair share of suffering over the last year. And we start with the KZN Premier Sihle Zikalala, confirming that the flooding in his province has claimed 45 lives, 45 people dead to us, taken from us by the flooding. He also says that that number is likely to rise. The Premier says over 2,000 RDP homes have been destroyed just in eThekwini alone. He's been visiting some of the areas that have been affected by the devastating floods over the last 24 hours.
The most affected areas, it's in eThekwini, and eThekwini alone experienced 45 deaths, and those are the numbers that are confirmed for KwaZulu-Natal as a whole, that we have lost 45 people. The areas that are seriously and severely damaged is the area of eThekwini and Uku district, especially Umzumbe and Hibiscus, Ilembe district, as well as Umkungundlovu district. Those are areas that have been affected. In eThekwini alone, about 2,000 or more than 2,000 RDP houses were damaged, and more than 4,000 shacks were damaged.
Well, of course, scrambling to try and work out how bad the damage is around the province of KwaZulu-Natal, joined by our reporter in Kosikona Duma. He's in Hammarsdale at the moment. One family has lost 5 people. In Kosikona, good afternoon to you. The damage, the emotional damage, the loss of life is just massive. What are you seeing there?
Stephen, it is devastating scenes here in Hammarsdale. It is one of the communities that were severely impacted by the torrential rains that swept here in eThekwini and other parts of KwaZulu-Natal, including the Uku and Ilembe districts. KwaZulu-Natal Premier confirming that 45 lives have been claimed. We are still at the Jilega family, the family that lost, 5 family members. We were talking earlier to Mam Lindiwe Jilega, and she was mourning the loss of her daughter, Bonagele Jilega, 37-year-old Bonagele Jilega, who died along with her 2 young children. Also among those people whose lives were lost were also her 2 nieces. I want to just show you pictures of where exactly I'm at. So we understand from the Jilega family is that this particular railway track that you're seeing, my colleague Pilani Zuma showing you these images, is that it collapsed right here on the homes. In fact, I'm just hearing stone also still collapsing here, and it damaged homes that were behind it. These stones that you're seeing here, these were previously homes. Someone was telling us that there was a rondavel right on that particular area here. I'm not sure if you can see where I'm pointing with this particular stick down there, and we were told that it happened right last night, and it looks like there's nothing now, but there were people living there. We understand from, as I try to navigate, we understand that the damage then affected the homes up until this particular part that we're at. This, where I'm standing, was a room. And I just want to bring in Osis Kabonagele Jilega, who's just going to talk to us now. You were also talking to us about that you not only lost a sister and your 2 nieces, your own 2 children were among those who passed away.
Yes. Ngilahlekelwe ingane zami ezimbili. Okuyikamera besilala kulo lonke nami kulombhedo wona ebengilala ku khona la. Kanti lapha ya ku round ila kutakulule khona ingane yami futhi lapha uNtando aba naye umcine kuthusa iswe clinic. Angeke usasho nokuthi bengino round bese kuthi la usiswami ubelala la nje ngale nje kodonga shuthi la acindezeleke khona ngiyabona. So nje kubhlungu kakhulu futhi akukholakala.
Sindisiwe buke phona ngale ngathi lesigameko senze.
Angithi mina ngibamba amatoho eThekwini ngesimo sokuthi asikwazi ukuthi siphile ngemali yegrant ngaso sonke isikhathi. Siyacabanga ukuthi kumele kube khona esikuzamayo, kumele kube khona ozama itohwana noma imali encane ukuthi mekuphela ushukela, mekukhona into ephelayo, mekuphela ishebo, ngoba besiba nenkingi ukuthi uthola ukuthi mhla ka-15 asisenakudla senalutho. So ngaye eThekwini ngawuzama emafemini ngase ngathola itohwana lapha eLangabhek. So ngathola ngasebenza khona la ngisebenza khona manje emngeni. So bengila engilokhuza engiqashe khona. So uma wangifonela ebusuku washo ukuthi ngizomeyukile ngabo 11 ngoba ngize ngabuyela kena ngo1 ila ngithole khona ukuthi amalungu omndeni wami wasekho kunye nezingane zami.
Stephen, just for a recap, so we're talking to Sindisiwe Chilega. She's the younger sister of Nontobeko Chilega. She was just showing us around her home here. She's saying that this particular part that I'm at, she was confirming that this was actually a room. She showed us also her bed that has now also been buried in the mud. She says that when the incident happened, when her 2 children were lost, that she was at work because she was doing a night shift in Durban. No. So sorry, she just corrected me. She's saying she was sleeping. Steve, sorry. Asibeke kahle ngichazele kwenza.
Mina angihlala ngesimo sendlala yabo ukuthi sikwazi ukucoverisha ukudla. So I went to find a job from Durban. So I was in my room where I'm renting in Mayville.
Oh, okay. So Stephen, there she did. She just corrected me. She says that she is living in an area called Mayville. This is is in the outskirts of the Durban CBD, and that is where she was when she received the news that her 2 children, her 2 nieces, and her older sister passed away.
Nkosikazi Duma, just one of the many heartbreaking stories, such a heartbreaking story that we're seeing coming out of KwaZulu-Natal at the moment.